here we go then. Fulham begin the game for us tonight. High drama here in their last league game of the weekend. They'll hope for a rather more routine game tonight and book passage into round 4 of the FA Cup. Watford, by the way, 9th in the second tier, the Championship, with 4 defeats in their last 5 games. A most unhappy Christmas for the Hornets in the second tier. Wrong there by Joachim Andersen. As it will be. Sessegnon. It's a Iwobi again here. In towards Rodrigo Muniz. Away here by Watford up towards Doumbia. It's Cuenca. Ryan Sessegnon. In there to the feet of Emile Smith-Rowe for Fulham. Lost just twice here this season in all competitions to West Midlands teams. Aston Villa and Wolves both won here in the Premier League. There's Andreas Pereira. Now to Castagna. Ball being moved here by Fulham with a purpose in these early seconds. There's Jorge Cuenca. And to Castagna. Couldn't quite control the ball from Cuenca. Those 4 starters from the weekend's game, Timothée Castagna won the FA Cup with Leicester in 2021. Issa Larouci throws in here then for Watford. And by Larouci. There by Andersen. Now Rocco Vata for Watford. Vata. Back now to Kayembe. Pushed on to Porteous. Puts the pressure on. It's Ogbonna. The ball out here now to Larouci for the Hornets. Larouci's pass. Now Ince. Tom in such enormous experience. The big switch of play out towards Ryan Andrews here. He did assist a goal in the weekend's loss to Sheffield United. To Jeremy Ngakia's first ever senior goal in that 2-1 defeat on Saturday. Porteous on here to Andrews again. Two teams who do tend to favour possession in their respective leagues. From the 8th highest possession stats in the Premier League this season. Here's Doumbia for Watford. Now with Porteous. Into the feet of Tom Ince. Porteous, Doumbia, nicked away. Here comes to Emile Smith-Rowe for Fulham now for Alex Iwobi. Iwobi's cross, led by Ogbonna to clear. Here there's Sessegnon on the follow-up. Iwobi again. Ryan Sessegnon for Fulham. Driven in, and they're blocked by Andrews, but back off the Fulham man for only a goal kick here. And sold for £25 million. Only 5 years ago, then came back on a free transfer in the summer. Sessegnon, this is his first home appearance since rejoining. Last Fulham goal for the record, December 2018 against Wolverhampton Wanderers here in the Premier League. Jonathan Bond, who's back from a 3-year stay with LA Galaxy in Major League Soccer. Away by Bond. First game for 96 days today for the Hornets goalkeeper. There's Doumbia. There's Andrews. Here is Ogbonna. Bond with footwork to do for Watford. He does well in the end. Iwobi back now to Joachim Andersen. Dane on to the Belgian Castagna. Game with a good tempo so far in these early minutes. It's now to Adama Traore. Castagna, Pereira, now Andersen. Adama Traore again here for Fulham. Lukic, into Cuenca. Sessegnon into the feet of Smith-Rowe here for Fulham. Now Iwobi. Nipped away there well by Duomo. In that midfield for Watford, they've made, like Fulham, 7 changes for tonight's game from their last league match. Traore, faced here by Larouci. Back to Anderson again here, long and high towards Iwobi, met by Porteous. Sasha Lukic. Cuenca, who came in from Villarreal in the summer to join Marco Silva's team. In the Premier League, they're having a terrific season so far, Fulham. There's Adama Traore with a good cross here for Iwobi with the game's first chance. Iwobi there in behind, he got away from Andrews at the far post. It's a super piece of play from Traore initially. That lofted cross in towards Iwobi on the surge for Fulham. His first chance of note for the Cottagers. They have scored here in every home game bar one this season. That was a goalless draw with Southampton, the only team who've kept a clean sheet here so far this season. There's Cuenca for Ryan Sessegnon. Joachim Andersen for Fulham. Castagna. And then Pereira was caught by Kayembe. Play goes on. Oh, the whistle does go. Andres Pereira there caught by Edo Kayembe. And that midfielder, which has clearly hurt the Brazilian here. He just stepped on the toes, didn't he, Kayembe? Yellow card for the Congolese midfielder early here in the game then, so Kayembe's name the first one taken by Matthew Donoghue tonight. Yellow card inside 8 minutes, which leaves him on a rather fine line for the game's remainder. So Fulham free kick. There's Joachim Andersen. Timotei Castagne for Adama Traore. Traore's cross towards Muniz. Ince is there. Now Iwobi for Fulham. Smith Rowe. Sessegnon. Now Smith Rowe once more. Faced by Ince and Porteous away for Watford. Towards Doumbia. He's a real rookie. It's only his first ever senior club start tonight. Iwobi. It comes for Castagne for Traore for Fulham. This is promising. Teasing Larouci, who has the last say in that. Here is Larouci now to come away for Watford. All rather tight, all rather congested here in their own penalty area. Still they can't clear. Adama Traore may well feel he owes Watford one. He was in the Wolves team which lost the semi-final back in 2019 versus the Hornets at Wembley. Last year was on the bench teammate Raul Jimenez, who scored that day at Wembley in the semi-final. Away then here by Bond for Watford. Met by Cuenca. Anderson for Ryan Sessegnon. Cuenca. Back to Wobie. Emile Smith-Rowe back now to Sessegnon for Fulham, into the feet of Lukic. 10 gone, the game's ebb and flow so far is with Fulham in this first half. Anderson for Castagna. All given away though here. It's Rocco Vata. Away from Lukic. Now Porteous for Ogbonna. By Bond here, Ince was the target. It falls to Duomo. Now Doumbia. Couldn't find Vata alongside him. Pierre Duomo. Porteous again towards the teenage striker Doumbia. Ince on the surge. Breaks here for Iwobi for Fulham. Lukic. First real spell of Watford being inside Fulham's half. They stay there now. It's picked up by Larouci, but not for long here. Now Pereira looking for the run of Rodrigo Muniz, met by Ogbonna for Watford. Tikvic with Traore here. And Tikvic, first Watford start today, the young Croatian, though born in Germany, defender. In Hamburg at spells in that city with youth teams at both Hamburger SV and St. Pauli. He's on loan from Udinese, Watford's sister club in Italy. And the foul by Tikvic gives this free kick to Fulham in a position of some promise as well. On it, both Pereira and Sessegnon here. Fans with their phones, their cameras poised in this promising Fulham situation. In here by Pereira. Bonner with a header clear. Sasha Lukic. Smith-Rowe for Fulham. Bossing the ball in these early minutes. Cuenca. Ryan Sessegnon. Sessegnon. Smith-Rowe, can he be the one to maybe prise open this Watford defence? Into Lukic. Joachim Andersen. Traore. Pereira. It's a good ball onto Castagna. Castagna's cross met by Ogbonna's head, away for Watford. Ogbonna 9 years at West Ham before the move to Watford in the summer. Weekend's game, his first for over 2 months after a hamstring problem. This is Sasha Lukic. Smith-Rowe to involve Iwobi. Emile Smith-Rowe. And the cross deflected behind for the first corner of the game for Fulham. Now calling the shot so far in these first 40 minutes, the team from the Premier League. And Smith-Rowe involving well with Iwobi. And a block of Porteous behind for the corner. Well, can Fulham press home their early advantage with the game's opening goal? On the corner here, Pereira. The short option is Emile Smith-Rowe. Pereira's corner, and helped on by Doumbia for Watford. Towards Rocco Vata here, it's by Castagna. Well, Tom Cleverley, the current head coach of the Hornets, has been in recent years the most hot of hot seats, Watford's head coach's job. As though I think you'd say thus far, a campaign beyond expectations. They've not been below 9th place in the second tier all season. Lukic. Sessegnon. Alex Iwobi. Iwobi, look at the run here by Sessegnon. Covered by Andrews, but one here by Sessegnon again for Fulham. And Andrews has the last say in that one. It's blocked away for a corner. Andrews, whose debut came in the third round versus Reading 2 years ago in the FA Cup. A super game in the weekends, lost to Sheffield United, one of Watford's better performers in that game at Vicarage Road at the weekend. Corner taken short here. Andres Pereira. Back now to Iwobi. Smith Rowe. In by Pereira, blocked by Andrews for another corner here. And Fulham's third corner already. Pressure beginning to mount here on Watford's defence as Fulham go all out to find the opening goal. Another Andres Pereira corner here for Fulham. In by Pereira. Rodrigo Muniz! Really a clean connection, it's away by Ogbonna initially. Rocco Vata to come away for Watford. Vata, Kayembe. Kayembe's pass, chase was a vain one there for Duomo. No goals, but Fulham, the team who have made the running so far. This is Lukic. Timothy Castagna. Into Pereira's feet. Jorge Cuenca. Sessegnon. Into Smith Rowe's feet. Sasha Lukic. Lukic into Muniz. Smith Rowe. Kayembe will come away and does well here. Edo Kayembe for Watford. Ends the furthest ahead of him. He's lost out here, and now Smith Rowe on the move again for Fulham. It's Emile Smith Rowe still here, tracked by Duomo. And cleared by Porteous, picked up though here by Alex Iwobi. Iwobi's shot! Was a good one too. He scored 5 times so far in the current campaign, Alex Iwobi. This was not too far past the post either from him. It was a rather weak clearance by Porteous, which wasn't quite punished in the end by Fulham. Good effort. Iwobi's hit, and this one just comes back off the outside of the post. Fulham corner. In here by Pereira, a little flat, a little loose. Oh, Vata chasing it. Oh, Bender, the goalkeeper, came a long way. I think that's his first touch after 19 minutes. Only Bender's third game in Fulham's goal. He did play the 2 League Cup ties they had earlier in the season. Vata. Bender's last game, the League Cup defeat at Preston. They lost the longest ever shootout in League Cup history, 16-15 on penalties. Bender himself had to take and score one. And today only the goalkeeper's third game in 2 seasons here in Fulham's goal. Such is Bernd Leno's normal domination of the goalkeeper's position. Larouci, dispossessed by Traore here for Fulham. Kayembe. Antonio Tikvic. Up to Vata. Larouci is there. So too, though, here is Castagna for Fulham. Kayembe going in. It's won by Lukic, but given away. But a free kick given. Fouled by the yellow carded earlier. Kayembe too, who is, as I say, in a rather invidious position. That yellow card so early for him. Another foul here. He is on the most fine of fine lines, Edo Kayembe. Sessegnon. Cuenca. Anderson into Pereira's feet. It's towards Muniz. Couldn't quite take it in. Traore. Holds off Rocco Vata. Adama Traore still here. Pass has rather forced Sessegnon back here for Fulham. Cuenca. No foul given there against Duomo. Another of Watford's rookies, really, Pierre Duomo, the young Belgian midfielder, in there today alongside Kayembe. Pereira, now Muniz, there by Tikvic. Now Yassel Arousi comes away for the Hornets. Ahead Rocco Vata, he's the player in possession now. It's Rocco Vata for Yassel Arousi. Kayembe. Antonio Tikvic. Into Duomo. Bonner, now Porteous. Porteous a loose ball, not his first one tonight. Does in the end reach Andrews here, but he was fouled by Sessegnon. Pierre Duomo is down here, so he was injured. He wasn't really caught by a player, he maybe caught his studs in the turf. As he tweaked a groin maybe here, Duomo. Only his third Watford start tonight. His time with his first club in Belgium, Henk, was compared to a young Paul Pogba before moving on to Antwerp. And there could be a change in force here. One of the players he'd hoped would have their audition tonight and try to make a mark. Duomo is not going to be able to carry on beyond the first half's midpoint, I don't think. Well, cleverly spoke about this being for the young players, the fringe players, an audition opportunity. And for Duomo, the sign's not good that he will be able to carry on in that audition for the Hornets tonight. They will, I think, look to Imran Louza on the bench, who did start the game at the weekend against Sheffield United. Cleverly, certainly as a young coach, caught the eye in Watford's play this season. As I say, tipped by many as potential relegation battles in the second tier, but they've been in the playoffs, or at least near the playoff places, for much of the campaign thus far. I think Duomo will try again. And Louza is there as the potential replacement, if required. So Fulham 0, Watford 0. A little fitness test here for Pierre Duomo. For now then, 10 players on the field for the Hornets. The free kick here taken by Porteous. Castagna, and Kayembe, and a shot from long distance. He's scored 6 times. It's his best ever scoring season this campaign for Edo Kayembe. Cuenca. It's come off Larousi. Anderson. And Cuenca for Sessegnon. Alex Iwobi. Met by Porteous. Here's Dumo back on the field. His pass now gets Andrews away for the Hornets. Ryan Andrews. Away from Sessegnon. Looking straight though to Iwobi's possession. Now it's Lukic under pressure. And Tom Ince gets in here for Watford, but a great challenge on him by Anderson. And Ince was poised to shoot and maybe score there, but Anderson says, oh no you don't. And now the counter. Led here by Traore for Fulham. Traore, and the shot, and the goal belongs to Muniz. What a hit that was! Rodrigo Muniz took that absolutely brilliantly. A cannonball hit, barely any backlift. And Bond is beaten, and Fulham lead. Rodrigo Muniz with a beauty to make it 1-0. Well, seconds earlier, Tom Ince denied here by Anderson's terrific piece of defending. And then, in the blink of an eye, the transition here. Adama Traore on the front foot, and his assist for Muniz to find a rocket of a shot to give Fulham the lead by 1-0. Muniz scored their first winning goal at Chelsea in 45 years. Is this the start of their first run to an FA Cup final in 50? The first goal a peach by Rodrigo Muniz for Fulham. Kayembe. Where's the response? Kayembe. Away comes Sessegnon here, and this is promising. Ryan Sessegnon, Rodrigo Muniz, Adama Traore. More space here for Iwobi. Iwobi, will they claim a handball? Nothing given. The back heel for Sessegnon. Andrews blocking it. Now Pereira. And Timothée Castagne. Castagne deflected and just past the post. That was close to a second Fulham goal in the blink of an eye. Timothée Castagne from range. And a big deflection on this. It comes off Tikvic, just past the post. Fulham have their tails up here. Hear the handball shout against Porteous. Pereira's corner for Fulham. And a foul by Anderson on Porteous. There's no VAR until round 5 this season, by the way, in the FA Cup. On towards Dumbia. The break here for Edo Kayembe for Watford. Arusi. Tikvic. Pierre Duomo. Into Dumbia. And Sol Kayembe rather short. Ince intervening. It'll come to Duomo again here. Kayembe again. He's lost possession to Lukic initially. Rodrigo Muniz. Muniz, great ball here for Alex Iwobi! Another corner coming here. More pressure on Watford as Fulham go through the gears. It's a great ball to Iwobi. And the block off Porteous. And a corner. Well, I think maybe this will be the end of Duomo's night. And we'll turn to, as we thought, on the bench, Imran Louza to come on to replace the Belgian. Louza did start the weekend game in the league. So Duomo's night has lasted barely half an hour before Imran Louza is called for here to replace the injured midfielder for the Hornets. I have to feel that Duomo, such a young player, given a rare start tonight and unable to really make his mark because of injury. So here comes Imran Louza. Delegation with Lorient on loan in France last season, but back now as a fairly regular starter. His first job defensive. Pereira's corner. It's a good one too in there towards the arriving Cuenca, who scored 3 times in La Liga for Villarreal last season, yet to score in Fulham colours. His first league start was last month's 2-2 draw away to Liverpool in the Premier League. Watford's first choice goalkeeper Daniel Bachmann suffered a really bad ankle injury with the last kick of the game on Saturday in that loss to Sheffield United. He was hurt making a save actually in that game at the weekend. He'll be out for at least 3 months. This is Larouci. Kayembe. Tikvic. Good turn here by Rocco Vata. Vata shot! My goodness! Special! Stunning! Rocco Vata, Rocket Vata! You do not save those. Not a chance for Bender. Only Vata's 3rd goal in Watford colours, but he will never score one better. This goal is absolutely stunning. Rocco Vata, the turn was good enough. The shot is ferocious. It's rocket-propelled beyond Bender. Special goal. And their first shot on target tonight is something quite extraordinary. His dad Rudy won the Scottish Cup with Celtic back in 1994. Rocco Vata makes his mark on the English FA Cup in some style. What a way to level the cup tie. And 4,000 Watford voices are singing proudly with their team back on terms. Well, Cleverley's men have levelled the game up and in some style. Castagna. Vata scored 2 goals in December's league matches to earn 4 points. Made leveller away to Haaland on Boxing Day. 90+6 the winner in a home game with Portsmouth. Smith Rowe. Pereira took it well. The breaks for Sessegnon here. Pereira again, but I think offside here the call against Ryan Sessegnon. Flag up from James Wilson on this near side. Well, Rocco Vata's goal has given those 4,000 travelling fans a goal to cheer, but what a hit it was. Came in after 12 years on Celtic's books in the summer, Rocco Vata. He's Glasgow-born, plays for Ireland's under-21s, though his father was an Albania international, Rudi Vata. Rocco with a rocket to make it 1-1 here at the Cottage. Oh, Bond in trouble here. Muniz is there, the goalkeeper's block. And there Bond was a long way from home suddenly. And gets away with this one. Tries to meet the ball then. The touch was so heavy, and Muniz off the knees of Bond and away. On the corner here, it's Andres Pereira for Fulham. Really watchable cup tie so far. In towards Cuenca, and met by Kayembe. Cuenca's found starts hard to come by so far in his first season here with Fulham. So Jonathan Bond will restart then here for Watford. They've level with that amazing goal from Rocco Vata. Iwobi there by Ogbonna. This is Andrews up towards Doumbia. Pereira. Not by Kayembe, it's come though here to Lukic for Fulham. Joachim Andersen. Iwobi. Rodrigo Muniz with a good first touch. Iwobi. Ball breaks now the way of Sessegnon for Fulham. Iwobi, or rather tight, nicked away off his toes, up towards Doumbia. Now Kayembe, and Doumbia was fouled. Fouled by Cuenca. He says he won the ball. A card as well to Cuenca for that challenge on Mamadou Doumbia. This is Cuenca's first yellow card in English football too. The foul to earn that caution, though he still says he won the ball. Bond towards Doumbia, met by Cuenca. It's a handball against Andrews. Andrews, Watford born, England under 20 international. You can see the possession so far. Fulham in total charge of so many aspects of this game, but that goal from Vata has just changed the game's complexion totally. Smith Rowe into Iwobi. Cuenca. Joachim Andersen towards Muniz. Sessegnon. Ince is with him, but still here comes Sessegnon for Fulham with a really good run onto Traore. Looks for Iwobi, finds him as well. Iwobi looking for Muniz again, but Bond is in control of this situation for Watford. Watford coaches past and present. Marco Silva only oversaw 26 games in charge of the Hornets. Pereira, good pass. Now Smith Rowe on the move again for Fulham. Stopped by Porteous, now Ince. Up to Doumbia, Vata, Kayembe. This is promising. And now to Larouci. Rocco Vata. Larouci, Edo Kayembe. Tikvic. That goal has given Watford, you feel, a sense of belief again, a sense of purpose again. Half time now, only 5 minutes away. Back with Steven Bender. Jorge Cuenca. Sasha Lukic. From Doumbia. Cuenca. Rodrigo Muniz. Trying to find Iwobi. It's funny, the two scorers both scored on Boxing Day, those late winners. Muniz at Chelsea and Vata in the home game with Portsmouth for Watford. Pereira, Lukic, Traore. Oh, it's with Timothée Castagne for Fulham. Pereira under pressure from Kayembe. Castagne now to Anderson again for Fulham. All this possession, just the one goal to show from it so far. Joachim Anderson. Castagne for Adama Traore. Traore still here for Fulham. Got the cross in as well, which is far too near to Bond's area of expertise. Doumbia towards Luza. Comes here for Kayembe for the Hornets. Now Vata again, stopped though by Anderson this time. Here comes for Tom Ince. Options here. Now Ince from range himself tries to do a Vata. This time Bender has the answer. It's been so far a very good cup tie, this. Cleverley's Watford level with a true bolt from the blue. Just shows possession, not always the game's be-all and end-all, is it? It's a throw for Fulham. Joachim Anderson. Cuenca. On to Ryan Sessegnon. Lukic. Sasha Lukic, Andreas Pereira thinks about it. Now Castagne will come to Adama Traore here for Fulham. Traore faced by two, goes now to Pereira. On to Lukic. Sessegnon. Lukic. There's Muniz on the chest. And still Muniz. And his opening goal ripped away by that sublime hit from Rocco Vata. Porteous, the player down, injured by the way at the moment. So there's a second player down for the Hornets here. The board will say, I believe, 4 minutes to bolt on. There is the board from the fourth official, Gavin Ward. We'll enter that for minimum now. Bonner was down. As I say, only came back at the weekend after over 2 months out with a hamstring problem. That's 9 years at West Ham, Angelo Ogbonna. This is Lukic. It'll break here for Smith Rowe. And now Andres Pereira. Timotei Castagna. Traore's fast feet. The cross for Iwobi. Traore's crossing has been a real weapon so far in this first half for Fulham. Another good one here for Iwobi at the far post. Dropped in behind and just beyond his reach. We've had one of those 4 minutes, as though given us a minimum number. Vata. Under pressure here now is Porteous, given away. Won back by Kayembe. Tikvic. Larouci. Edo Kayembe. Now Vata again. Vata. Doumbia was offside. Not seen much of Doumbia so far, the real rookie. First ever senior start tonight. Timotei Castagna. Traore. Castagna going again here. And the cross towards Iwobi. Now Doumbia chasing here. And Doumbia a nuisance. And then he fouls Joachim Andersen. Little warning here for the two players, Andersen and Mamadou Doumbia. Doumbia got his first goal for Mali in November versus Eswatini in the Nations Cup qualifiers. Sessegnon. Now Joachim Andersen. Castagna, blocked by Tikvic. Lukic. Sessegnon involving Iwobi here to take on Ryan Andrews. Alex Iwobi still. Sasha Lukic. Into Muniz. It's Pereira again for Fulham. Alex Iwobi, met by Porteous. Andersen. Watford's first base camp is to get to half-time level, which they do. There's the whistle to end the first half. A good first half as well in this cup tie. 2 goals, the first for Fulham. Here we go, then the second half underway, 1-1 in the cup tie. Rocco Vata's moment of magic for second-tier Watford to make it 1-1. Half-time change again to confirm for Fulham. Off goes Muniz, replaced by Raul Jimenez for the second half for the home team. Here's Joachim Andersen. Andersen across to Jorge Cuenca. So that team on screen now confirmed for Fulham with that one half-time change. Lukic. Hornets made a first half in-game change. The loss of Duomo to injury replaced in midfield by Lusa. And here's Sessegnon, and blocked away for the corner there by Porteous. Fulham's first second half opening here, and on the way to make the block. Good play by Ryan Porteous. He will be again the player involved here to make things happen for Fulham. Taken by Pereira, but the referee sees in the middle of foul on Porteous by Cuenca. You see just off the ball, and Cuenca runs in or blocks off illegally Ryan Porteous. Antonio Tikvic. Kayembe's mistake here. It's Raul Jimenez. Adama Traore was caught, and that's given, but where? Penalty. Deemed inside the box by referee Matthew Donoghue, and that was really close. Of course, until round 5, no VAR. And the decision is a penalty kick here for Fulham. Is this inside the box? That's the question here. The challenge by Tikvic, and yet just inside the penalty area, I think. Tikvic in his first Watford start there, on the line. On the line is classed as inside the penalty area, and this given correctly as a spot kick for Fulham. Raul Jimenez at the weekend, 2 penalties in the draw with Ipswich. On the field for less than 3 minutes here, the Mexican with a chance to, from the spot again, make his mark for Fulham. He scored 4 from 4 in all competitions this season from the spot, Raul Jimenez. And again here, Fulham put their faith in the Mexican from 11 metres. Raul Jimenez from the spot for Fulham. Only one outcome. From the penalty spot, Raul Jimenez for Fulham is pretty much undeniable. Twice here on Sunday against Ipswich Town in the Premier League, and today in the FA Cup restores the lead for Fulham with a cool and precise and well-taken penalty. Won by Traore, scored by Jimenez. The 2 ex-Wolves men get some revenge, it seems, for that semi-final loss to Watford back in 2019 at Wembley. Fulham back in front through Raul Jimenez. Now with the bender, so can Watford respond again? The half-time change, by the way, was enforced because I'm hearing Rodrigo Muniz had a back problem in that first half, so on came Jimenez, who makes his mark straight away. Kayembe. Tikvic. Around Lusa. Lusa's pass, not the best one. Arusi to Doumbia. Cuenca. Sessegnon. Neil Smith-Rowe. Alex Iwobi. Through the legs here, it's come to Pereira here now for Raul Jimenez. That's a good ball as well to Traore again. Traore, mesmerising footwork. Lukic for Castagna. Lukic. Traore's cross, there's Tikvic. And the shot over the bar from Timotei Castagna. The second half has seen Fulham make a very imposing start. They've reclaimed the lead, and again here, at the sight of Bond's goal for Castagna. And by Bond here for Watford. Jimenez pass to Stephen Bender, pressured by Doumbia. They got there first. There's Lukic. Manluza was dispossessed there. It's now to Tikvic. Kayembe. Vata. Jonathan Bond. That'll be a free kick. The push on Tom Ince. Tom Ince senior match 514 tonight in his career. Got a League Cup hat-trick as well back in August in a win over Milton Keynes Dons in the Carabao Cup. And Paul won the FA Cup twice in his days with Manchester United. Manluza. It's claimed by Stephen Bender. Bender came in from Swansea a couple of years ago. Joachim Andersen. Castagna. Cuenca. Ryan Sessegnon for Fulham. They've begun the second half with a real sense of purpose to make sure they get this job done early. Castagna, Raul Jimenez, the flick here towards Smith Rowe, nicked away by Luza. Manluza onto Doumbia. Andrews. Ince took it neatly. And given away. Castagna up to Traore here. Pereira. Adama Traore. It's away from Doumbia. We'll come to Sessegnon here in turn for Alex Iwobi. Iwobi. That's a gorgeous ball into Raul Jimenez for Smith Rowe. And Bond down to make the save. Fulham come again here with Pereira now for Lukic. Lukic to Raul Jimenez, Sessegnon for Iwobi again. Alex Iwobi. Back now to Sasha Lukic. Pereira. Second half, all Fulham. This is Imran Louza boxed in, and a foul in the end on him by Ryan Sessegnon. In these days where there are no replays, you get the impression they want to get this done before they need for extra time, Fulham. There's that really strong second half start. And the lead there's again thanks to Raul Jimenez. Smith Rowe denied well by Jonathan Bond. Ryan Porteous. That's a foul as well, is it? Ryan Porteous by Sessegnon. By Watford, a dead ball in a position of some promise. clipped here, wasn't he, by Sessegnon? Louza and Vata on the dead ball here. For the mere 2 shots on target so far, so good efficiency so far in terms of chance conversion. What can they do here? Marco Vata delivers the cross. Bender hasn't got there. Goes Porteous. Porteous has scored twice so far this season, both away from home. Games at Sheffield Wednesday and Plymouth in the Championship. Here's Cuenca. So Fulham lead by 2-1. They've been stunned once by Watford. Can they be stunned again? This is Joachim Andersen. Andersen, Sessegnon, good take. And just stepped on the ball and allowed Andrews to get close to him. Cuenca's cross. Belarussi. Sasha Lukic. Away from Mamadou Doumbia. Andres Pereira, good ball. Here, Traore. Louza clear, but only as far away as the Fulham jersey here. It's Pereira towards Sessegnon. Teams out in round 4 last season. Fallen at the hands of Newcastle here, Watford in a replay. Remember those? Southampton. Cleverley's team got back level, but penalty. Tikvich, the rookie's mistake. A foul on Traore, and Jimenez did the rest. Vata. Vata chases here with Sessegnon. The game's hour mark is approaching fast. Still over those 26 games as Watford's head coach. By the way, only 6 points off the top 4 in the Premier League. As it will be. It will be. And Lukic. Andres Pereira. Joachim Andersen. Castagna. Cuenca. Sessegnon. Will be menacing all night. The cross too high for Jimenez. And goes Castagna. Joachim Andersen. Space fan as well here by Castagna. There's Pereira. Traore. The clock hits the 1 hour mark at Craven Cottage. Andersen. Andres Pereira dropped in here for Raul Jimenez, who took it well. Shot blocked. Here's Iwobi. He's up here now to Doumbia. And Lukic there to just mop things up for Fulham defensively. For Watford, a 5th loss in 6 games in all competitions. Smith Rowe now for Sessegnon. And towards Iwobi, Sessegnon there again for Fulham. Sessegnon shot! Is held by Bond. Be no more popular scorer if he were to find the net tonight for Fulham. His first game on home turf since his return on a free from Tottenham. One down to hang on to it. Fulham now 17 shots, 6 on target, and a 2-1 lead. Traore, control was good. Faced here by Larouci. Traore again. Now to Sasha Lukic. Cuenca. Iwobi. Sessegnon, the cross blocked by Ryan Andrews. Another corner coming here for Fulham. I'd say Fulham well worth their 2-1 advantage. In the box, a real crowd scene here for this corner. Taken short here to Pereira. Now Iwobi. Alex Iwobi for Ryan Sessegnon. High one here. Up goes Jimenez with goalkeeper Bond. A free kick given in Bond's favour. So Jimenez's penalty brings up 10 for the season, 5 from the spot. Another foul on Jonathan Bond. Kande's mistake, ball comes here to Traore again for Fulham. Traore into Smith Rowe. Now Vata again, that clever turn. That's how the goal came about, that fast feet from Rocco Vata. Now Smith Rowe. Alex Iwobi. Iwobi, Smith Rowe's flick on for Raul Jimenez. Cuenca. Fulham look to turn the screw tighter still here on Watford. Alex Iwobi towards Smith Rowe. Came up Porteous last. There'll be yet another corner for Fulham. The team from the Championship really on the back foot now in this second half. Their corners, they've not really made too much from them. Yes, go! This one short now to Pereira. Will come to Iwobi again for Fulham. Andres Pereira's cross in towards Raul Jimenez again. Guess what? Another Fulham corner. For all their changes tonight, Fulham still a very fluid and very lucid performance. Like Watford, they made 7 changes in their most recent league fixture. Andres Pereira on the corner. This Fulham's 10th, 0 for Watford from the flag so far. In by Pereira, on Raul Jimenez, there's Anderson. Anderson! Took 2 bites, but the second was brutal. Only Joachim Anderson's second goal in Fulham colours. His first one came in his first spell here, well over 3 years ago. And Joachim Anderson to score the goal, which maybe puts the tie already beyond the reach of Championship Watford. Anderson, at the second attempt, beats Bond to have Fulham 3-1 clear. Reward for Fulham's excellent second half performance so far, a 3-1 advantage. And he will now come off, so his last kick was the third goal. And here comes a change with coming on young Josh King, 18, has scored a senior goal. And here comes So on birthday boy is a Diop, who turns 28 today. So Diop and King on for Fulham. They will feel at this stage maybe the game already in the bag. The FA Cup being the FA Cup, you never know for certain. So King and Diop on. Also here we're going to see Kwadwo Bar and also Gilgi Chakvetadze here. Two of their regular attacking starters. Chakvetadze, by the way, the Georgian, in terms of shot creation, the best player in the championship this season. Vata departs, having scored that first half blockbuster. So Gilgi Chakvetadze, one of the championship's most creative players this season, with a mission here to save this cup tie. That's Kwadwo Bar. Josh King. So on, by the way, number 47 is Martial Godo. Round 3 last season with on loan at Wigan. At this stage faced Manchester United in the cup tie. Iwobi makes way for Godo. It's Cuenca. Sessegnon. Godo. Vincent Vata off, by the way, for Watford for Bar and Chakvetadze. Issa Diop, as I say, today, his birthday, 28 years of age. Raul Jimenez. Andres Pereira. Cuenca. Pereira. Sessegnon took it on the chest. Ball stays in play as well here, just about. Andrews dispossessed here by Martial Godo. Sessegnon, Godo again here for Fulham. On to King. His shot blocked. In goes Doumbia. And now Chakvetadze can break. Chakvetadze. On now to Larousse. Gilgi Chakvetadze. Great ball as well here for Kwadwo Bar. Andrews. Driven in towards Chakvetadze. Here comes King here for Fulham. The breakout pass up to Raul Jimenez. Now Martial Godo. And caught there by Porteous. The Chakvetadze's come on is a real game changer, a difference maker for Watford. As I say, the second tier's best for shot creation, also the most progressive ball carries too in the championship. One of the most admired attacking players in the second tier. Lukic. Castagne. That's Diop. Sessegnon. Sees a gap and goes for it. And now Josh King, and King going on! Oh, marvellous run! Delicious footwork, and so nearly that elusive first senior goal for Fulham. Well, Josh King has been here since he was 8 years of age on Fulham's books. And here, just dancing away, and could not quite find the bottom corner. And then Andrews with a very loose ball to yield a cheap corner for Fulham. Well, Josh King, almost that first goal for Fulham. Pereira's corner for Fulham. It's a good one as well, and met there on the full by Cuenca. In some way wide of Bond's goal, but nonetheless did well. Bar. There goes Doumbia. Kayembe. To Yasser Larouci now. He'll feed Chakvetadze. Chakvetadze into Kwadwo Bar, but dispossessed here by Michel Godo. Godo up against Porteous, who backheels now into Bar's possession. Kwadwo Bar. Bar's cross, blocked by Cuenca initially. There's Luza. And Castagna cool and calm. And back here to Bender. And Tom Cleverley's team now 2 goals adrift, but they've given much tonight. But in the end, Fulham's quality has been, I think, a touch too much for the Hornets. Cuenca dropped in here looking for Adama Traore's run. The ball breaks here for Fulham and for Pereira, who's rattled the crossbar with it. Another fierce hit away though on the counter. Here comes Andrews for Watford. Andrews still, he wouldn't be stopped. He's got a free kick as well. Andreas Pereira hit this with real authority. And only the crossbar here, the frame, keeps Fulham out from the 4th goal tonight. Lucky break here maybe, but Pereira's technique on the strike was of a very high quality indeed. Off the bar and away. Tikvic. Yasser Larouci. Andreas Pereira. And Martial. Godo will chase this, covered by Ryan Andrews. It's a nudge from Godo. Joined from non-league Margate 3 years ago. And out to Wigan last season. Fulham have Harrison Reed about to come on. Here's Andrews. Issa Diop. Timothée Castagna. Andreas Pereira. Here to Sasha Lukic. Diop. Lukic. Save for the Vata goal, which was extraordinary. Fulham have always had this game, you feel, under relative control. Sessegnon. On to King. Oh, Josh King, change of pace, change of gear, change of rhythm. Here now Sessegnon to look to pick up the pieces. Sessegnon still for Fulham. Godo, Sessegnon again. Well, Kayembe should come away here for Watford and does. Larouci chasing it. Diop in the way. Issa Diop. Wrestling match there with Larouci. So 15 to play. After 2 months out to the day. Now the return of Harrison Reed after knee surgery. And Sasha Lukic, the player who will make way for the returning Reed into Fulham's midfield. His last appearance versus Crystal Palace 2 months ago today. And now Reid returns fully fit for Fulham. Are there more goals here to just further gloss the scoreline for Fulham? On the free kick, Andreas Pereira. Pereira's free kick for Fulham. Goes Jop here. Poked away by Kayembe towards Doumbia. Sessegnon back in, Edo Kayembe again for Fulham. There's Raul Jimenez to release Traore once more. Across the overhit. By a big way. Big margin there from Adama Traore. It was for Watford a really bruising festive spell, that run of 4 losses in 5 league matches. The loss on the cards here in the FA Cup. Next league game next Tuesday, a trip to Cardiff in the Championship. Same night Fulham have a game at Graham Potter's West Ham in the Premier League. Porteous. Cuenca. Now Jop. Harrison Reid. Cuenca. Castagna. And Reid again for Fulham. Into King's possession for Cuenca. Sessegnon. Andreas Pereira. Well, now you just feel are in total charge of every aspect of the game. Here's Pereira once again. Back to Jop. Jimenez, little give and go here with him. And Luza is there for Watford. The throw is Fulham's. Taken by Timothée Castagna here for Fulham into Raul Jimenez. Castagna, Fulham's best recent run, the quarter-finals 2 seasons ago. Beaten in that quarter-final by Manchester United. The League Cup semis last season. In goes the cross, met by Tikvic. And yet another Fulham corner in the offing. It's been a tough night today for Antonio Tikvic. First Watford start. He's fouled to give away the penalty, which got the second half off to the worst possible start for them. So Andreas Pereira, tonight's captain, on the corner for impressive Fulham. Pereira in here for Cuenca. The game's last 10 minutes. So can Watford just find one back here to gain a toehold in the cup tie again? Issa Jop. Jorge Cuenca. Here's the top 5 touches in the opposing box. Sessegnon, the left wing back, with 9 so far for Fulham, which maybe tells a story. All Fulham players in the top 5. Reid. Oh, Reid couldn't get there. Doumbia could. Mamadou Doumbia. It's a cheeky pass on to Kwadwo Bar. Bar for Watford here. Can they get one back to give us a good finish. The answer is no. Here's King now, caught by Barr. He was sent off on Boxing Day in the home win over Portsmouth in the Championship. Foul here by Barr on Josh King. Harrison Reed. Issa Diop. Cuenca. These have been all competitions, 9 games unbeaten for Fulham. Impressive run under Marco Silva. And of those 8 before tonight, 6 were drawn. Become a team who are really hard to beat, Fulham. Just those 2 defeats here all season in all competitions. Big losses to both Wolves and Aston Villa. Arusi, Tikvic. Issa Diop. Reed now on the move for Fulham. Ryan Sessegnon. Martial Godo. Diop. Traore. Cuenca comes in now for Martial Godo for Fulham. And Godo right the challenge of Kayembe. It'll come now to Castagna. Andres Pereira. That's a great ball in towards Sessegnon, read by Andrews, who defends the situation pretty well for Watford in the end. Reed again. Fulham probing here, looking for more goals before the night's done. Sessegnon. Back to Andres Pereira. Cuenca. Pereira. Timothée Castagna. A ruthless second half performance by Fulham. Game where they've got the job done, really. Cuenca. Turn now for Diop. Issa Diop for Adama Traore. Martial Godo. Godo's cross and Castagna's header, and Fulham have a 4th. Made by rookie Martial Godo, and there Castagna with a header to give Fulham clear daylight in this one. And the FA Cup winner with Leicester 4 years ago, and with a goal here to make it 4 for a mightily impressive and rampant Fulham in this 3rd round game tonight. Godo's cross, Castagna's header, didn't really get too much on it, but Bond couldn't keep it out. And Fulham now are home and dry and safely in to round 4 of this year's competition. Only his 2nd goal for the club. His first one came against Liverpool here in a home loss in April. And now the goal to make it 4 tonight, which does not flatter Fulham at all. Porteous. And Luza. Ryan Andrews. Luza. Porteous boxed in by a couple of players here. Well, Jimenez and King were the 2 Fulham aggressors, but here Barr chasing for Watford. Kwadwo Barr with a really fierce cross forced away by Diop. Kayembe! Off the post and away from Edo Kayembe's shot. this one fell to Kayembe absolutely perfectly for the strike. There's a good connection as well on this. And with Bender committed, this one back off the base of the post and away. It stays 4-1. Issa Diop. Cuenca. Just run through here to Jonathan Bond, so Watford now can turn their attentions to that game with Cardiff on Tuesday, and a game at Derby before a home game with Preston North End as they want to get their playoff push back on track. Here's Porteous to Chakvetadze. Andrews. Sessegnon comes away here, finds Godot. Godot for Andres Pereira. Martial Godot. Kayembe leads the Watford breakaway here. Ahead is Doumbia. Larouci. Chakvetadze. Luza. Bonner. Let's see for Watford now a debut. At only 17, this is Amin Nabizadeh, who's an Afghan. He's had calls to Afghanistan's senior national team. He's going to come on here for his first ever senior match, replacing the man who makes his first senior start as well here, Mamadou Doumbia. So at 17 years, 6 months and 19 days, Amin Nabizadeh, his first taste of first-team football. King. On the free kick here, a combination of Reed and Pereira to scheme on this one for Fulham, as they look for a fifth goal before the whistle blows tonight. In by Pereira here. Beyond Tikvic, met by Larouci. Reed on the chest for King. Pereira. And King here for Godot. Goalkeeper hesitates. Godot went for goal. Saw that near post gap, couldn't find it. He wants a corner and can't find that either. And here Bond backtracked the goalkeeper. Did, I think, come off Porteous. Seen by the officials. The clock nears 90 minutes. Fulham 4, Watford 1. Cleared by Bond. And the board will say that we'll play on here for only 3 more minutes. Up goes that board from Gavin Ward, the fourth official. Cuenca. Back with Stephen Bender here. Harrison Reed now for Ryan Sessegnon. Josh King. We're going to win 5-4, seeing the 4,000 travelling fans. At least their sense of humour is intact tonight at Fulham. It's Tikvic, Larouci, all risky. Bonner clear, picked up by Sessegnon here. Chakvetadze. Kayembe. Porteous. And Louza. Porteous. Peter Andrews, and now Louza again for Watford. Towards Nabizada. Nabizada scored a goal in the FA Youth Cup third round last month in a win over Oxford at Vicarage Road. Here's Martial Godot. King. Porteous. Andrews there with a complete slice. A minute to play. The impression here, Watford just won that full-time whistle now. King, Sessegnon now for Godot. Back to Andreas Pereira. Josh King. Louza up to Nabizada. Jupp. Adama Traore. And the free kick given against Chakvetadze. Is there one more chance here for Fulham before the full-time whistle? One more set piece, then one more chance for another goal before we're done. Castagna. Back to Reed. The game's final seconds at Craven Cottage. Jupp. Sessegnon. Well, full time, and Fulham simply too good for Watford. In the end, the score does not flatter the team from the Premier League.